Who is versatile besides Mexican with mental illnesses. Outside of that, he is a hell of a songwriter and he loves to tell stories. He's a storyteller at heart. And that's where I get my penchant for writing stories, is just like being able to craft a beginning, a middle, and an end is just like awesome. I grew up on movies because that was my babysitter, that was my mother, my father, my lover. Everything you could think of was television and movies because I didn't really have that many friends. And at the same time, my parents worked a lot, so it was just me by myself a lot of the time growing.
So how long does it take you to write a song?
It varies. Normally, if I have a beat to write to, it could take about maybe a couple hours. If I just zone out and listen to it, I'll just like be hanging out, vibing with it, kind of like picking out what kind of like melody I want to put into it, or what kind of like topic I want to bring into whatever the emotion is pulling me from the beat. That's pulling out of me. That's pretty much what it gets.
So, quick question.
Yo.
Do you always hear voices every day?
Yes. 24/7, 365, from going to bed to waking up. And I'm not sure when I'm dreaming if it's my dreams or if it's my alternate dreams, the personalities in their dreams. But yes, always hearing voices 24/7, 365. It's hard to shut them out. So what I learned to do is try to figure out ways to not tune them out, but play things like music is the only way that everybody shuts the up in my head and just starts jamming out to the song in front of them. Outside of that, it's just like being inside like a concert, like loud, always yelling, screaming, and it's just so much chaos and sounds. That's why I don't really like a lot of being overloaded with my senses.
How can you tell your thoughts from the others?
That's hard to determine even these days. Now it's kind of easier to determine who's thinking what, because Loki's more of the quick to react kind of deal. I'm more of the assess the situation and then come back to it with a level head kind of deal. So yeah, it just goes back and forth.
So besides being a music artist and a songwriter, how many other hats do you wear in the process of making music?
I am shooting content for my social media. So I'm doing blogs, I'm doing songwriting, I'm actually performing the song, I'm bringing out the melody to life, figuring out different topics of content to bring to you guys. I'm making AI music videos all the time. I'm currently shooting other music videos in the process of doing so. I'm constantly trying to figure out ways to bring the music more to the fans or to and people in general. So constantly just putting on every single hat I could try.
And what projects are you working on right now?
Right now, me and Critical got a project that I call 23, and it's right now I'm just starting out. I'm throwing a song out every week, and it started last May, and we're in June now, I believe. So every week, a song, a new song from here all the way to October, and then that'll complete the project 23. After that, then I have another project in the works where I'm going to be releasing more songs every week. So it's just going to be a continuous process of me just throwing music right in front of your face, whether you like it or not.
How can fans find your music?
YouTube, I would say YouTube is the best hub right now for me if you want to do that, because YouTube will get you to all of my shorts, all of my music videos. They'll get you to my website. It'll get you to my Instagram. It'll get you to pretty much everything. Unless you just want to go to psychonight.com, you can, but I feel you'll get more entertainment going to my YouTube channel first.
Do you have any hobbies outside of music?
I like killing things. No. I mean, video games. I like killing things in video games, like first-person shooters, third-person shooters. I like doing that, hanging out with wifey and my little guy at home, watching comedy, watching horror comedy. That's always fun because I always find every kind of horror movie as comedy anyways. It's not really scary. So yeah, just a lot of little things, ins and outs that I kind of use to kind of distract myself and kind of de-stress from what's going on in the world. And yeah.
I got a question.
Yep.
I've been seeing you post a lot of reels lately.
Yeah.
And how do you feel all the work that you do and everything? And do you feel like the outcome of what you like, the effort that you're putting in, do you feel like you're getting that back? And if you don't, how do you get yourself through that to continuously push and not get the outcome you want? I know you're getting the outcome, but I'm saying maybe the outcome that you want. How do you continuously push when you're not feeling like it's maybe working?
You know, I just put together content that is me just expressing my thoughts and my opinions. It's gotten a lot easier to put out that kind of content as opposed to like trying to force content, like trying to force throwing music in front of you or force throwing scenarios or little poppy, flashy videos. But I feel that it has been helping out more to post as many times as I have been. I'm doing like 3 times a day now on all my social medias. And I feel it's helping me mentally to get a lot more things off my chest a lot faster than it would if I go in the studio and knock out a record and then wait for it to be released and accepted by people. But I do feel that at times it's not hitting the way I want it to. Like sometimes I'll throw something a post and it'll be like 20 views. Okay, great. Then I throw another post and it's like 400 views. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And then I throw another post thinking I'm going to get that same views. And then it's like 5 or 6 or 0. I'm like, what the am I doing wrong? Am I not the posting the right time? Am I not just putting the right message or the right images or the right topic? So at that point, I'm like, I'm just posting what I want to post. So if it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just like the way I do with my music. It's just my own personal form of therapy because music is my sanity.
Your expression.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been through with, maybe thinking that it's not going to work out, maybe thinking it is going to work out, maybe thinking it's going to be harder than you thought, or just, the thoughts that go through our mind, right?
Right.
What kind of advice would you give to someone that is in the middle of that?
It's not for the weak, for one. You're going to have to always be your own personal coach, your own motivator, your own cheerleader, your own biggest fan, everything all in one, because on the days where you want to quit because you don't see the traction or movement that you were hoping for when you first release something or put yourself out there, then that's really a big blow to your ego. And I know music, especially hip hop, is all about having the biggest ego. But for me, it's more along the lines of being resilient. You have to be resilient towards anything that comes to you. So you have to figure out how to navigate not just business wise, but also your emotions when you're in this business, because you can't just go off reactions or you're going to get blacklisted from pretty much everyone. So it's really, you really just have to just tell yourself every day that you're working towards a goal, and whatever goals that you're putting up, that you're hitting, as long as you're hitting those goals, everything else, put on little blindsiders and just run the race.